The U.S. is fighting over whether to relinquish control of the internet to Jeff Flock on what that means and if it could potentially be dangerous. Jeff.
I don't know if I can explain the internet to you in 90 seconds, Charles. We know that Al Gore invented the internet, but the question is who actually controls it? That's a harder question. In some ways, nobody controls the internet. It's a network of networks around the world. Most of the people that use the internet aren't even here in the U.S. But even though the U.S. had funded initial development of the internet, it relinquished real control of it back in 1997. But it retains some veto power over the domain names, the .coms. Is there a .com? Is there a .xxx? Is there a .gov? That sort of thing, and who gets those? That's what we're fighting over here, and a lot of people in Congress, at least some people, I should say, in Congress, conservative members like Senator Ted Cruz of Texas, say we should not relinquish that control, which the Obama administration is preparing to do. He recently tweeted, "Relinquishing our control over the internet would be irreversible, threatening our personal liberties and national security." That's what he says, but again, I'm not sure how much control the U.S. government has now, but as someone once said, reasonable people can disagree about all of this. Going forward, the senator has proposed legislation that would prohibit the Commerce Department from relinquishing that limited control that it has over the internet now. Where that's going to go, we don't know, but the clock is ticking. Contract that the private company has to administer the internet that would be transferred to them full-time would be in September. So we'll see where this goes. As we said, Charles, reasonable minds can sometimes disagree. All
right, Jeff Flock, thank you very much. Appreciate it. Texas Republican Congressman John Culberson says that the government is actually playing with fire here. Congressman, thanks for joining us. I think Jeff Flock underplayed this a little bit. I'm concerned about it.
I'm very concerned about it. In fact, Charles, I made certain that federal law today prohibits the Department of Commerce from relinquishing control of the internet because the internet works. It's a great illustration of the genius of the free market. And once again, the Obama administration is attempting to surrender control the United States currently has over something very important to an undefined international body that doesn't even exist yet. So current law, Charles, already prohibits the Obama administration from relinquishing control of the internet. I made sure of that. It's in the Commerce, Justice, Science Appropriations Bill that I authored last year, and I will enforce that prohibition aggressively to make sure no money can be used to surrender control of the internet.
Their argument, and Jeff Flock brought it up too, is, and this is one of the things I think should scare us even more. They want to hand it over. They say no government will be in control of it, but it will be a, quote, internet multi-stakeholder community. What is that?
What is that? Exactly. Once again, the Obama administration is surrendering American leadership to an international organization, and in this case, one that doesn't even exist. It's very dangerous. The internet is, again, a great illustration of the genius of the free market. The internet works. The Congress is responsible for ensuring the regulation of not only the internet, but the radio spectrum. The internet has to remain under the control of the domain names, the IP addresses, the root domains. That needs to stay under the auspices of the federal government. That's why I made sure to put this prohibition in the appropriations bill last year. None of our hard-earned tax dollars can be spent to surrender control of the internet. And as chairman of the subcommittee, Charles, I have the authority to enforce that law aggressively, and I am doing so. I've already notified the Department of Commerce that I, as chairman, will not permit them to surrender control of the internet. It's against the law, and I will enforce it as chairman.
Well, we certainly appreciate you putting up this fight because this is the glue of the internet. You can argue whether it's a network of networks or not. We've got a few seconds left. What do you anticipate then the next move of the administration to get around you?
They cannot get around me, Charles. You can't sue me. You can't take me to court. You can't get a court order or an injunction. As a chairman of a subcommittee with responsibility for protecting our hard-earned tax dollars, I will make certain that the Department of Commerce follows the law and we do not surrender control of the internet to some undefined international body. This is one place the Obama administration will not surrender American leadership, and I intend to make sure of it as chairman of this subcommittee.
Representative Culberson, we salute you and have a great weekend. Appreciate it.
Thank you very much. Look forward to being back with you.
You will. Stock sinking on global worries about the economy.